Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another episode of Plague Inc. Evolved. First things first, let me ask everybody to turn off any ad blockers and subscribe to my channel. Help me make a career. Last time we tried Parasite on Brutal, obviously didn't succeed. And this time we are going to do the scenario Frozen Virus. A giant virus frozen deep in the Siberian permafrost has thawed and infected an unknown victim. Dormant for over 30,000 years, it was last active at a time when mammoths and Neanderthals roamed the world. Its ancient genetic structure predates Homo sapiens, but its DNA has been severely degraded. Does it have what it takes to send humanity back to the Stone Age? Now, I wonder what the more information would take us to. On the Black Death, it took us to a Wikipedia of Black Death. Artificial organs would probably take us to the Wikipedia of artificial organs. But Frozen Virus, is there a Wikipedia of Frozen Virus? I'd like to click it, but it will mess up our recording, so we'll never know. You'll have to play the game yourself if you want to know that bit of information. Okay, so this looks like a frozen virus, so we don't get the choice of anything but virus. Get more DNA from popping red bubbles, make it harder to cure, increased infectivity, this. Transmissions don't cost anything, won't take that. Cost to devolve doesn't increase, is what I want for a virus. And we're gonna play on casual, because there's no real reason not to. And let's take this. Pithovirus. Interesting. I guess that's the default name. I certainly didn't make that up. So we'll go with it. Pithovirus. Welcome to the frozen virus scenario. You're an ancient virus that has been frozen for 30,000 years. Repair your damaged DNA to restore traits from your distant past. Patient 0 infected in Russia. Oil drilling in the Siberian permafrost releases you. Highly resistant to cold, you will struggle to infect warmer climates. So I can't change it. Notice, I can click on other areas, fine, but the bubble is not popping up. New feature. Little features as they're adding more scenarios and stuff. They're showing us that, oh yeah, we can make you start in a specific country for specific scenarios, which is great. I think having a little bit more structure is probably a good idea. So, Amoeba 1 is susceptible to viral infection and spreads primarily through freshwater and salt water, increasing infectivity. Or I could do Water 1 for 9. I probably want to do Water 1. We have the Mandulabar strain, moderate pain in the mastication muscles, especially when eating, or periodontal jaw clicking. So they're gonna have pain in their jaw and it may click. Then drooling while sleeping and eating. Two abilities that we cannot devolve. The two we can evolve is anemia and cyst. And these are all in different places. We are cold resistance 3, but no worm resistance at all. DNA repair for 30. I imagine we need to do that as soon as possible, just to start repairing our DNA to get more options. This is already here. So our only options would be Water 1, cyst, anemia, or DNA repair. So almost certainly DNA repair is the first thing to do. The Pithovirus begins in Russia. Virus type disease, that means it will randomly mutate. Yes, it will. We have 12 infected in Russia, 20 there. There's our 3 DNA, let's do that. So now with the 1 DNA repair, we now can, for 15, evolve some heat resistance. We can get this secondary ability. Severe gum infections causing teeth to fall out. It's called indentulism. Interesting. We can do amoeba 2 now for 7 DNA and water 1. DNA repair will only cost 4 for the next step. I kind of feel like I need to do the next one. Banks report record profits. Yep, there's my keyboard not working. Alright, so now with DNA 2 I've unlocked drug resistance for 13. I think I've unlocked memory loss. Negatively impacts cure progress. We haven't had an ability to do that so far. Nothing else. It'll cost 6 DNA for the next DNA repair. I think it's still worth it going down this path. Scientifically speaking, I think you can't really repair DNA without a good sample to copy from. It's like if you had a corrupted file in a computer and no other copy of that file, you're not going to do a perfect repair there. You could guesstimate things, you could certainly creatively replace, but to actually repair it is not realistic, particularly in DNA. And in a lot of ways, damaged DNA and repaired DNA are concepts that are really not the right way to describe it. Be better to say it is just one is productive for the species and one is not productive for the species. So it looks like we're going down this path, but we're not going to be given any more anything more, but let's just keep going. Might as well. The number of infected so far is very slow. Very small. That one, and that unlocks nothing new. And then this one, full DNA repair, can now entirely reshape human temperament. So that's full DNA repair. We've done it. Now we're stuck with transmissions for 9 DNA or hot for 20 DNA. I think we need the heat resistance. We're getting down to lower things, so I think some of the DNA repairs did help a little bit in spreading the disease in warmer climates. It also seems to be spreading by itself through really no means at all. I mean, how did Greenland get infected there? New minor disease spreading. DNA enough? No, I need 16. There we go, 16. So that gets that. I can increase the infectivity for another 9 DNA, or I can spend 24 DNA to increase the heat. And there's looks like there might be something in between. But I think I'm gonna stick with this 9 DNA, increase the infectivity. Russia's starting to work on the cure. That's not great news. No airplanes. I'm seeing airplanes fly around, but we don't have any air ability. Alright, so Amoeba 2 unlocks all these animals. And then Amoeba 3 doesn't look like it's gonna go any further. Increase infectivity in poor rural countries. Bird might be worth it. Maybe. But drug resistance is probably the right move. Let's get these rich countries infected better. They're not taking the virus very seriously right now. Cure will come in 68 years. It would be nice if we could, in the real world, put a hard deadline to cures, even if we got dates that said we'll have the cure for sure in 100 years. That would be nice if we could firmly say that, but we really can't. There's too many factors. Chance of mutation, chance of social economic collapse, chance of whatever organization that's funding your research going out of business. But we can estimate and be somewhat accurate, but can't guarantee. There are no guarantees in life, sadly. 32 for genetic hardening 2. Might as well take it. Genetic hardening 2. Cyst. I don't want to increase the severity. If I was gonna do anything, I'd spend 13 DNA on birds. Or do I save 43 for this? There is a problem here. We're not mutating symptoms, and the symptoms that we are getting here aren't showing a path to killing anybody. So how are we going to get the lethality up? This is a problem I'm noticing. I mean, it's all fine and good that your disease can infect every single person on the planet. I'm not gonna do a bit of good if I can't kill these people. We're not getting that infectivity up. So let's start doing this. Well, no, let's just save our DNA. We'll save it until we have a full worldwide infection. Speed the game up. Cysts have mutated, I'll leave it alone. Who cares? Placed on a watch list, the Pithovirus. I don't know what the root Pitho means. If that means frozen, or if that means old or ancient. I don't know. Next thing would be skin lesions. Want to help these hot things. see. I could do this for 31 points. And increase infectivity by C. But I don't know if any of that matters too much. Let's just do that. Interesting. You can't go to level 2 until you do that. So we did need to do Amoeba 3. Alright. Let's hope that works out well for us. Ingulism mutated. So teeth are falling out now. New Zealand is leading the cure effort. They're up to 9% now. New Zealand shut down its land borders. Memory loss symptom is mutated. That goes down 2%. So let's take that. Let's see. Next one is carnivorous denticulation. Hormone changes trigger growth of carnivorous teeth and consumption of raw meat. Poor dental hygiene increases infectivity. Immaturity lowers level of hygiene, increasing chance of infection. How is any of this going to become lethal? There's like no lethality on this disease. Immature mutated. Do we have any countries that aren't infected? No. Why the level 3 warning? It's just not severe enough. So the mutation patterns are extraordinary, I will admit that. There's still 8 million healthy people in the world. Anemia is mutated. There are no healthy people in the world. Alright, so let's begin. Bone dysplasia. Lethal and may cause, in many cases, broken skin increases infectivity. Cranial elephantitis. Trauma making the cure significantly harder to cure. Yeah, we gotta keep going down this route. We gotta connect these paths. My mouse is not working. You know, playing with a wireless mouse and keyboard, not a smart move. Really not a smart move. 32 DNA for aggressiveness, I would love that. Make it harder to cure. Jaundice is mutated, that's nice. Aggression has mutated, nice. Back down 2% on the cure. Not getting any real massive amounts of DNA. 24. Neanderthal regression symptom is mutated. We didn't even see that one. That was the next one here. Leading to complete regression to Neanderthal state. Well, that's only going to work for some humans because only some of the humans have Neanderthal DNA, some don't. But you could regress them to a state like the Neanderthals. So if they said Neanderthal-like state, that would make sense. This one's gonna mutate and get us lethality. The malignant ascites. Is that how you pronounce that? Who knows? Accumulation of fluid in abdominal cavity due to severe cirrhosis. Is that cirrhosis of the liver or cirrhosis of something else? I don't know. Let's get that out there. Is it like jaundice? That's liver failure. So then hepatic things that'll increase the lethality. Systematic infection will increase lethality. This one won't increase lethality. So if I get one more DNA, probably worth it to bring out that symptom everything costs something to devolve, so I can't get any money refunded. Humans becoming Neanderthals. People infected with Pithovirus are now fully regressing mentally and physically to a Neanderthal species. The world as we know it is about to change. Oh, did we win? This is definitely a possibility that if some disease just was able to infect a lot of people and regress them mentally or change them mentally in any real way, you could cause a significant change and very easily the entire eradication of the human species. Every human on Earth has regressed physically and mentally to a Neanderthal state. Homo sapiens are no more. Oh, well, I guess if this virus is somehow retro transplanting the DNAs of humans, Homo sapiens, then I guess they're not Homo sapiens anymore. And it seems like the Plague Simulator game here only cares about killing the Homo sapiens. I think we've just won the game. Victory. Pithovirus devolves humanity back to the Neanderthals. It's not even a... So I was so worried about lethality, it wasn't even a matter of that. We probably could have gotten the lethality up and done this scenario in a different way, but didn't really matter. No extra thing here to say when they start turning into Neanderthals. Anyways, that was 548 days. It would be kind of hard to detect a disease that slowly regressed people to a previous mental state or a lower mental state, or if it did it very, very fast and everybody regressed at the same time. That'd be kind of hard to identify too. Anyways, that was 546 days. The cure got to 33%. That was a complex virus. On casual, we got 44,696. So what got me to 6 points? And what got me to 2 biohazards? We don't know. I don't understand the scoring of this game at all. But that's fine. And that was our first try, and we got it done. That is nice. That is much appreciated that that on some of these we have a chance at least of getting a scenario done on the first try. Having to do every scenario twice is only gonna extend this series, which is pretty long in the tooth already. Next time we try to beat Prion and Brutal, and then we will toggle back to the next scenario, and then after that toggle back to another main game, keeping everything pretty much as unique as possible. But that's the end of this episode, so as always I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to follow me on Twitter or Google Plus or Steam or Battle.net, all of that information is down below. Also, I have fan funding enabled, so if you click on my name, Rydo, that'll take you to my main YouTube page. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Any amount you can donate will be greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.